NBC News medical contributor Dr. John Torres is back with us to take us inside the headlines. Where are you from?
Around the world, Air Force brat. So I lived everywhere. Right. So I have no accent.
No,
really.
Non-regional dialect.
Exactly.
Dr. John, so let's dig in here. That's where you...
I didn't have... I was too busy using it for this.
She was doing her props.
Let's talk about the GLP-1 weight loss drugs. They have so many benefits beyond just weight loss and perhaps
They do have a lot of benefits. And actually, something people don't understand is that GLP-1s actually have an anti-inflammatory and kind of an immune response mechanism to them as well. And that's where they think this comes in. It's a study. They looked at 12,000 people, and they had one of 7 types of cancer, stage 1, 2, or 3. And they wanted to see what happened if they were on GLP-1s or other diabetic medication compared to 2. And they found out if they were on GLP-1s, they ended up having 38 to 50% less likely to develop stage 4 of cancers, particularly of those cancers you see there, lung, breast, colorectal, and liver. And even more importantly, they were 35% less likely to die from these cancers. And when it came to breast cancer, 45% less likely to die from breast cancer because of the GLP-1s. The authors are saying this is early, it's observational, it's not a study showing cause and effect, but they think more studies are needed because, like you mentioned, we're finding out a lot more about GLP-1s.
I don't know if you know the answer to this question, but I'm going to ask anyway.
I know everything.
Well, that's true. Does it matter how much weight you lose on the drug, or is it just the act of taking the GLP-1?
They didn't look at that, but they think it's the act of taking the drug because of the anti-inflammatory response to it. But losing the weight actually helps with that response as well, so combination.
So what about folks who don't need to go on a GLP-1?
Well, that's what they're looking. That's what they're looking at. They're looking at, are there other benefits to it beyond just the weight itself? And is there a reason to look at this? And maybe not necessarily GLP-1s, but something in the GLP-1s they can make into a medication that could help with these things, in addition to losing weight, or maybe not losing the weight, you just in this response.
Doctor, let's talk about sleep, something the three of us definitely need more of. It sounds like there is now a sweet spot, and thankfully it's on a spectrum.
It is on a spectrum, and what they have found out is that everybody needs a certain amount of sleep, and they think the sleep spot is 6.4 to 7.8 hours. You can see it right there. And it's an interesting study because what they did is they were able to find a way to look at all your organs, and particularly your brain, your heart, and your liver, and look at them and say, how are they aging if you're not sleeping in that time period, or if you are sleeping? These are really little clocks they put on organs. It's amazing how they can do that. That's a joke. That's my morning joke.
It's better than your camel jokes from yesterday.
That was a great joke.
A long memory.
That was a great joke. But what they found out is if you get that sweet spot, you are going to better age those organs. And particularly the organs you see there, the brain and the heart, the immune system are going to better age. If you're outside that time window, they're going to age faster. The other thing they found out, which I think is interesting, is that women actually needed 15 to 20 minutes more sleep than men in order to get into that Goldilocks period. And so what I'm telling my patients is going to start telling the guys, hey, get up and make the coffee.
Yeah.
And let her sleep another 15 or 20 minutes because she needs it. That's just how our bodies work.
Look at you trying to keep marriages together. Dr. Love over here. Thank you, Dr. John.
Dr. John, thank you. Thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.